Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hope all is well. The roll of tape is back, which means it is TTM Tuesday once again. We've had a couple big weeks, and every now and then, the universe has to say, don't forget, you're not always going to get successes. So that said, we're going to start off. We had an RTS, Anthony Miller, the old wide receiver, the one that played in the 90s, not the younger one. But this was an address that I had found, unfortunately, is a no good. So back to the drawing board with him. So starting off, unfortunately, with an RTS. Pardon me. And then, even more unfortunate, we have a failure, unfortunately. And this one was one of the space shot cards sent to Captain James Lovell. And unfortunately, it came back unsigned, along with a note from the family saying that no longer providing autographs. And completely understandable. He's probably completely inundated, and, he's absolutely getting up there in age, but always have to try. So, Captain Lovell, thank you so much anyway, and best of luck. Best of health in your future, as always. Now, on to the successes. We saw the title. 9 Olympic gold medals in this envelope. After 16 days, one of one for free, off an address I found on Sports Card Forum in Los Angeles, California, we have, on the Olympic cards, Mark Spitz. Honestly, one in the top 3 greatest, I would say not only greatest, all right, let me think about this. Top 5, not just greatest Olympic swimmers, but possibly greatest Olympic athletes. Because his resume is, God tier. 9 Olympic, this is how it goes. In the span of 1968 to 1972, inclusive, so we're talking 5 years, he won 9 Olympic gold medals. 7 of them were in the 1972 games in Munich, which was the record for most games until 2008 when Michael Phelps broke it in Beijing. I think he got, was it 8 or did he get 9? I think he got 8. But also during that time, in the 1968 games in Mexico City, he won his 2 other golds, 1 silver, 1 bronze. Also, just real quick, in the same 5-year span, he won 31 AAU, so American Amateur, or what is it? Amateur Athletic Union, I think is what AAU stands for. Won 31 titles there, 8 NCAA championships, and in the process set 35 world records, 2 of which he kind of established because they hadn't existed, and was named World Swimmer of the Year 3 times, 1969, 71, and 72. Oh, and on top of that, that's why I'm saying top 5 greatest Olympic athletes of all time. And on top of that, he also won 5 gold medals in the 1967 Pan Am Games in Winnipeg, a record that stood until 2007 when another swimmer, I think it was a Brazilian swimmer, and I'm blanking on the name, got 6 in the 2007 Pan Am Games. And also 10, now I think it depends on who you ask. It's either Maccabi or Maccabi or Maccabi. Basically the Jewish Olympics, won 10 gold medals there, and 6 of them were in 1969 to cap off the greatest 5-year career, I think, in any sports history. Mr. Spitz, thank you so much. Very much appreciated. And our final one, and then we're going to move on to Mystery Mail. This one coming back after a 105-day turnaround, 1 of 1 for free, care of the San Diego Wave, and not just that, it's coming from down under via San Diego, California, and signed on the back, which, looking at her responses on Sports Card Forum, she tends to do. I've very rarely seen a card of hers signed on the front. But be that as it may, we have Emily Van Egmond from Newcastle, New South Wales, Australia. Shout out to Leaf Fan Down Under. And I guarantee, I'm going to be fairly sure he knows exactly who this young woman is. Currently playing for the San Diego Wave in the National Women's Soccer League. Every time I see N in a sports league. It's either national or northern. But I picked the wrong one. Started her career in 2008 and played around the world, literally. Australia, Denmark, Germany, the UK, the US, and 127 games to date for the Australian women's national team. And Ms. Van Egmond, thank you so much. That is awesome. And actually, she spent a very short part of a season playing not far from where I am now. It was a team that was around that is no longer. It was called the Western New York Flash. And I actually saw, I think there was a couple big names, especially Australian names, came through there. Emily Van Egmond, Sam Kerr came through there as well. You know, a Leaf fan down under again would know that name. But, you know, a 50-50 week. But when you get 9 gold medals in one envelope, you're not going to complain. And speaking of envelope, the other day in my mailbox was an envelope. And it came from Sticks G. And I legitimately have no idea what is in it. But I pre-opened it, or pre-sliced it. And we're going to see. Oh, and by the way, and I didn't mention it, but it was yesterday. Happy belated Thanksgiving to all of my Canadian pals. So we have that, and we have a note. Pardon me. And I wish I could do it like as smooth as he does with the yo. I cannot. But yo, Zach, congrats on finding the first Corey Seager from the Fish Sticks team takeover and claiming the Seager. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot about that. They had the bounty for finding the first Corey Seager. And it was one of those things, I saw it happen when they did it, but it didn't quite register with me until they started making a big deal about it. And, you know, it took me a minute, but keep that winning streak going. Can I pass it on to the Steelers? Have a great day, Sticks and Brandon. And there's a lot of fun. Oh, and also, I don't think I'm spoiling anything at this point, but the return of Sticks Jeopardy, Season 3, looms upon the horizon. That's going to be awesome. And keep an eye on Sticks and Brandon. Shout out Brandon again for future Fish Sticks breaks, because they're a lot of fun. So, seeing that I forgot the bounty, let us see what is in the Corey Seager bounty. But we have our team bag. Zach, that's right. Set you there. We got some Pirates. Thank God they're out. And you know what? And apologies to all of Canada. You know, when the Blue Jays got knocked out of the playoffs, it actually reminded me kind of how nice it is to be a Pirates fan. Well, to grow up watching the Pirates. I wouldn't even call myself, you know, a fan per se, but one who follows the Pirates. It's really nice to be completely frustrated in the beginning of the year, but then have absolutely no stress by about mid-August on. You know, everybody else is going crazy, worrying about playoffs. The Pirates are already eliminated. It's like, we're okay. But speaking of, O'Neal Cruz, rookie debut, and this whole time I was just holding that there. I could have been going through the cards. But the rookie card, O'Neal Cruz, he's one of the first they've paid in a while. Nutting doesn't do that, so we will see. There we go. Hey, future stars Bobby Witt Jr., let's go. I'd say future star for sure. Oh, I love these. The Titan. Juan Soto. Brandon, do you have this one? If not, let me know. I can go back to you. Who we got here? Trey Turner, stargazing. I love the stargazing. And I loved, really, despite the dust up with Panini in the NFL, I am going to miss Panini doing NFL. I've been hearing grumblings about the pricing of the new Upper Deck hockey series because of Connor Bedard. It was what I feared. It's going to get out of hand very quickly, and I hope there's a change, but we will see. Ian Anderson on the green, and that's why I love Mosaic. Mosaic football, Mosaic anything was just great. And even basketball. I don't know basketball, and I was enjoying it. Ronald Acuna Jr., hot sauce. Yes, he is. When you invent your own club just to be in it, that is all I'm saying. We got Randy Rosarina. Man, shiny, shiny. Hello, universe. Season ticket on the Optic. And, oh, that's right. I've seen these around. Dave and Adam's Cardboard, they do some special releases. So we got the Dave and Adam's Shohei Sensei. That is a cool looking card. I actually have from a previous order, I think I have the Mike Trout one of these. I do not have the Shohei. That is awesome. And you know what? This was a great Tuesday. This was a great Tuesday. Autographs, excellent mail, and a chance to shout out two really good people and really good friends. You know what? Doesn't get much better than that on a Tuesday. And we are going to put, what are we going to put up here? We're going to put up O'Neal Cruz 1, Pirate 2. As you can see, epic beard. That said, hopefully everybody enjoyed this. Have a great rest of your week. We will see you tomorrow.